Hey, Brandon here. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Got another incoming freshman scouting report for you here today. We're going to talk about Ohio State wide receiver Mylan Graham, an exciting wide receiver headed to Ohio State. We love Ohio State wide receivers in the Devy and C2C community. We're going to break it all down. I'm going to be joined by Luigi Tadone. He's one of my dashboard contributors, and him and I have watched the film. We're going to go over his high school stats. We're going to go over his recruiting profile. What's his ability to get on the field in 2024, and then hit the film room, take a look at what Mylan looks like on the field. He's an explosive player. Luigi and I, we're going to break it all down for you. You play Devy, C2C format, even if you play Dynasty. These are great videos to get an early look at future Dynasty assets. So let's get started. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Help me grow the channel. Let's get to the show. All right, Luigi, welcome back to the channel. We got an exciting Ohio State incoming freshman we're going to talk about today. Mylan Graham, 6'1", 170-pound incoming freshman. Not on campus yet, but an exciting wide receiver here we're going to profile. We're going to get into his film room here shortly, man. Welcome back to the channel, Luigi.
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for having me back, man. It's going to be a cool one. Hot prospect. Talk of the town right now.
Well, listen, Ohio State wide receivers and Devy and C2C,
Yeah.
right? I mean, how could you not get excited? He's going to be a high draft pick in our incoming supplemental drafts. You're doing a startup C2C draft after this recording you just told me.
Yep, I am.
So it should be great. I'm sure maybe this will be a guy that you target at some point. But let's get right to it, man. Before we get into the film, we're going to give you guys a little profile of him. He came from New Haven High School in Indiana. Did a little research on the competition, was just about average. I think when we get to the film room, you're going to see that this guy just dominated. Certainly look at the stats here on the screen. His junior year is really when he broke out. He had 48 receptions, 1,000 yards, averaging 23.9 yards a catch, 13 touchdowns. You can see his senior stats here. He only played in 7 games. He was a little nicked up with injuries, but as a receiver, he certainly flashed as a junior and made his name, you know, in the recruiting cycle. And let's talk about the recruiting. All right. You can see here on 24/7 Sports, he is ranked number 12th as a wide receiver in the composite, number 7, standing at 6'1", 170 pounds. And on 3 here, he is ranked number 9. They got a little different weight for him at 185. I was doing some research. It looks like you know, the coaching staff down there, when he does get on campus, they are going to get him into the weight room. But really interesting, this guy did not get, a little note on his recruiting, did not get a Division I offer until he went to the Ohio State recruiting camp back in June 1st, 2022. And of course, Brian Hartline was there and was the first to then offer him a scholarship along with 26 other schools: Notre Dame, Auburn, Alabama, Tennessee, Purdue, all trying to get the services of Graham. So he went really from an unknown prospect to one of the highest ranked receivers in the 2024 class right after that Ohio State camp back in 2022, which is pretty cool. It's got to be an exciting you know, journey for him, but he's not on campus yet, Luigi. But I think what everyone's going to be, you know, interested to know, do you think that this kid gets on the field this fall?
The way they do things at Ohio State, they're going to take their time with them. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's gonna be back of the line kind of thing, which is fine, totally fine. Not gonna, a kid like him, if he's able to show something this summer, get some of the hype like a Carnell Tate was getting last year, he's gonna, he'll hold his value next year.
Well, there's without a doubt. I mean, you know, it's going to be a Buka. It's going to be, you know, Tate, how you just mentioned. You know, Brandon Innes was a, you know, receiver last year. We were a little bit excited about in the Devy circles, and of course, the guy everyone's talking about, Jeremiah Smith, the incoming freshman this year. You and I, we've already done one of these shows on Jeremiah Smith. I think it was maybe
Yeah,
the first one we did.
yeah.
You know, and everyone's excited about him, of course. So, I mean, this is guy Mylan Graham. You know, my podcast co-host Jason D. Rienzo has been talking this guy up for quite some time. We're going to get to the film room here shortly, and you're going to see. So I think he's going to be, you know, short term. I don't think we're going to see much of him in 2024. He's not on campus yet. He's supposed to arrive this summer. I think, like you said, Luigi, they're going to get him in the weight training program, take their time. But I would expect long term that this guy could be an eventual starter and has some really big upside in the Devy circle. So let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get and see what this guy looks like on the field. All right, welcome to the film room. Let's take a look at Graham, Luigi. This guy is an explosive playmaker. What are we seeing here on the field? You know, they always put their
Okay.
best highlights first. So
Yeah. Let's see what he's got.
he's got juice. That's what he's
Yeah, he's
got.
got some juice.
He's got some long legs.
I mean, there you go.
I really like the, I think one of the best parts of Graham's game, really,
Hmm.
nice grab there, but I think is the vision and footwork. I mean, he has got really good feet. I mean, the guy made that guy miss.
Yep.
And
He's
then,
very confident player. The thing, just to get it out here right in the beginning is the quality competition is something to
mhm,
keep in mind.
right. Yeah,
They're playing.
I get that. I completely get that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking
More,
at
yeah.
skills, right? We're looking at movement skills right now for a wide receiver. That's what I'm looking at. There's some really good plays that we're going to see on here, Luigi, too, of like him dropping his hips, making good cuts and stuff. So yeah, we know that he's just
Well,
dominant in the competition.
when you play a lower level of competition too, when you are clearly the best athlete on the field,
Hmm.
it's sometimes it's not a bad thing at all because it's like it's like a queen bee effect,
Yeah,
where you know
exactly.
what I mean, where
Yeah,
like
sure.
it creates like this confidence in you, and that carries over to the next level.
But this play was really good. Again, look at the dead
Yeah.
leg, the ability to make guys miss again makes that, the defensive
Yep.
manipulation, the vision. And do you know what his 40 is? I know you're really into 40 times and stuff. Do we
I
know
don't think he has a 40.
he doesn't have a 40? Okay.
No, no. And from what I understand, he's not going to be like a 4-3 guy.
Oh yeah, I don't expect him to
Yeah.
be that, but probably 4-4 guy. But it's really some, I love his versatility that we're seeing so far, some deep routes, some wide receiver screens. The coaching staff there, Ryan Day said that the first thing they're going to do is get him in the weight room.
Awesome.
So, reading the reports from the spring, but again, I love the vision here. Look at the cutbacks, and then the good acceleration. Again, like you said, the competition might be tough to see what his real speed is. Big difference going to college from high school, right? Like kind of the lulled this guy to sleep a little bit. Get
Yeah.
in, little stutter step inside cut.
He's got plenty of athleticism, though.
I
He'll
agree.
fit right in. I just,
So,
he's not Tyreek Hill, let's just say, but
right.
he's got plenty of athleticism. I think he'll be a good player in the slot right off the bat.
Mhm.
I
I
think he
I I like that. I like that a lot. But here, just the acceleration again made 2 guys
Mhm.
miss again on the film. He's
Yeah,
got
great
really
acceleration. Yep.
Yeah, he's got really good footwork too. So,
That's how longer legs. Longer leg guys usually have a little bit more bounce to them.
really good ball skills here.
Yeah,
Comes
high
down,
points that ball.
high points the ball, turns around, keeps his balance, and then just the acceleration and the
Playmaker.
poor the camera guy was falling asleep at the wheel here. But look, I
Come
mean,
on,
you can
Dad.
see the separation here at the end. Um,
Let's see what he's got.
Again, he's like
He's
throwing
already
his
calling for
hand
the
up.
ball.
Yeah,
The
he's
guy's
already
right in
calling.
front of him, and he's already calling for the ball.
Yeah, he's going
That's
up. He's high.
confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, he's high pointing it. He's like, "Give me the ball. I got 2 guys cover me. It don't matter. I'm gonna go up."
I love seeing when guys call for the ball, especially when there is tight coverage because you could tell how they're thinking about the game. They're
Here he
thinking about
is.
it in a spatial way.
Here he is calling for the ball again. He's
Yeah,
like, "Just throw it up to me."
he knows it,
But,
man. He's gonna be fun to watch.
I mean, he's creating separation even looking back at the ball. I mean, he's, got the ability to do that. So, but that guy could be really slow too. But hey, listen, man, he's an
Yeah,
exciting receiver here. Now, he did play some special teams. I also heard Day was talking about that they might get him special teams this year. It might be a way for him to contribute. But again, just look at the dead leg, the vision, the ability to laterally move. It's really, he's got some really good footwork. I think we're going to see some plays here where he has the some route running here. But again, just the cutback, the
yeah.
vision across the field. Now that they cut that play off for some reason, but in on the huddle film. All right, he sunk his hips here a little bit. All right. I like defensive manipulation. You can see he's, got his head lowered a little bit, like he's going to do like a
Mhm.
go route, 9 route, sinks his hips.
Got
DB
him.
doesn't have a chance.
No chance.
Good extension with the hands. And I like how he runs inside and he's still trying to get more yards instead of just running out of bounds. And look, he still scores a touchdown. A lot of guys there, I think, would have probably maybe just ran out of bounds. He turns inside, makes
Yeah, he's
3 or
got a
4
nose
guys
for the end
miss.
zone. Yeah.
Yeah, he certainly does. This is another play, I think, with good, hip sync. Good. I like the stem here. He's selling the deep ball,
Yeah.
kind of sinks a little bit, comes back. Ryan, you listen, man, when Brian Hartline sees you and then gives you the first offer, he said he couldn't believe it when he got the offer
Hmm.
from Brian Hartline to
That's
go there.
awesome.
I
That's
mean,
so cool.
what a moment that here he was
Yeah.
calling for the ball again, Again, just good extension,
Beautiful.
high point in the ball. So, Hartline saw him up close at the camp and probably saw his physicality, his speed up close. And I
He's
don't know
got a
when I
good
have,
frame. He's
yeah,
a little light, but he's got a good frame to add muscle
absolutely.
all day.
Another poor camera guy falling asleep at the wheel, but nonetheless, he scores a touchdown. Love the foot fire here. The inside, inside move,
Very smooth.
extends the arms, catches the ball. Now he's going to say he played a little defensive backfield, man. I like that in a wide receiver.
There you go. Breaking
Yeah,
on it.
there you go. He's, breaking on the ball.
Nice catch.
Nice
Extended
catch.
arms. Yeah.
This is a really nice play. I think this is the last play of the film here.
There you go.
Just snags that ball out of the
That's
air.
how I used to play, Brandon.
Oh, really?
I was a ball hawk.
Were you a ball hawk?
Oh yeah.
So there you guys got it, man. That is Graham's film. Excited for him. So you're going into a C2C draft, you said, right?
Yeah, I am right after this. I'm
So
excited.
given the film, where would you take him? Like what round approximately? I know I'm putting you on the spot here. Like where
Put me
do
on the
you
spot. Yeah. I am gonna be honest and tell you I am a little bit hesitant with him because of the level of competition. I would
Mhm.
much rather take players who run, a 10-5 100 and are
Mhm.
top notch, top level players because they're out there. So I'd rather
Mhm.
just circle those guys and kind of corral those guys. And that's just kind of how my approach. I will probably be pretty cool on Graham. I don't have him in my top 100, but I like him. Like I'm open minded. Like I think he's a good kid. I'm all about it. But I might end up letting someone else take him. See what happens.
Really? All right. Not
Yeah,
even in the
yeah.
10th round. Not even in the 10th round. You're gonna take a swing with the
When
kid.
I'm in the 10th round, I'll message you and we'll see.
Yeah, he's not going to last till the 10th round of a startup. I'm telling you right now. So, in any case, all right, guys, there you go. There is the film breakdown on Graham and his profile. Exciting player.